Dylan, what are the emotions like right now?
You know, it's hard. It's gutting. You know, it's just you know, we're pretty sad in here. So just you know, to see it come to an end, and we have a great group of guys, a great you know, fun year, great year, and to see it come to end like that is very sad, very hard.
When did you guys find out about the Washington score?
Right before the shootout. So, yeah. What are you gonna do? You know.
These last few weeks, I mean, you couldn't have asked for much more from the team. The rallies, the late goals. I mean, David Perron tonight, Lucas Reimer last night.
Yeah, unbelievable. Really, just so honored to be a part of it. All of these guys that never quit, had a very close-knit group this year, and to have the last 2 weeks that we've had where we just wouldn't go away, we wouldn't die, and comeback after comeback, and just so much fun, and you know, I wish we had more with this group, and wish we got the opportunity to play in the playoffs, and it would have been so much fun.
Do you think when a little time passes, a little more perspective, you can appreciate the progress you guys as a team did make this season, even though right now you said how much it hurts?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to reflect and look back. You know, I'm a fan of this team, and I get to play on the team, but to see the future right in front of us, it's pretty special, and you know, I think this season was a statement that you know, the organization's back and heading in the right direction.
Is this season just also a good lesson that game 25, game 40, game matters as much as game 80, 81, and 82, because every single point is so crucial?
Really hard to look at that right now, and there's 3 other teams in the same spot that saying the same thing. It is a learning lesson, but I'm proud of this group and everything that we've accomplished. Every time we had adversity, we came back from it. Every time people counted us out, we came back and we did it together. And you know, you saw young players taking a step in leadership. It just you know, it's heading in the right direction, and I'm proud to be a part of this group.
Thanks. David, what are the emotions right now?
It's crazy. It stings a lot, obviously. From going to, you got to look at the clock, there's 7 seconds, and then scoring that goal, and then you come back to the bench, you kind of hear not too long after that, obviously Philly is thinking that we're losing that game maybe with 7 seconds. They pull a goalie, they do their thing, and then Wash score. So it hurts a lot. You see guys in the room very emotional. It's one of their first big letdown probably, playing these games, I think, for everyone, but for a lot of our young guys, it's massive to have a little nervousness before a game, making little mistakes that maybe end up in our net. Sometimes it don't end up, big mistakes, whatever. Everything hurts so much, it just gets magnified, and I think I'm proud of all the guys. I think it's going to be a big step forward when we look back at it in a couple weeks, and I know how hard it is right now to look at that, but I'm so proud of a lot of our guys, the young guys especially, how many steps forward they've taken this year.
You couldn't have asked for much more these last few games. I mean, the rallies, the comebacks,
Yeah.
just the gutting it out game after game.
Yeah, for sure. I think what's disappointing, it seems like our team game, a lot of the good things happen a lot recently, and obviously you can look back at a lot of things, but we might not have to have our A+ game in October, November, these games, all that stuff, but maybe we've got to find a way to have a game where it's a team aspect. It's more similar to what we've been playing recently, and not just kind of hope to outscore our mistake. And these are just little things that pop in my head right now. And it was tough to come in the room after. Like, we obviously, Kane scores the goal, but we knew what happened sitting on the bench, score that goal, come back. It's tough.
What's your biggest takeaway from this group?
I think we became a team later on in the season. We became more selfless. It was all about the team. Many ways to see that. Guys blocking shot, guys maybe having less ice time, all that stuff. Maybe playing the right way. It seems like when you do that, it seems like you take away from your offense. But in the end, playing these big games, big moments, it kind of goes the other way. You see Reimer, that's the best example we have. He not that he wasn't playing, he was always playing the right way, but he's came through for us with so many big goals, doing it the right way all year. He's emerged as a leader for us, and he's not alone. There's many guys that don't always end up on the score sheet, but we're a big part of that.
And even tonight, all these comeback wins too this season, just a very resilient group that didn't give up.
It was crazy to see that puck going, and I came back to the bench. I was hoping to hear another good news that Philly might have scored or something, and just seeing Lars's reaction when we scored last night, Razor in the pile in overtime, it weighs on him. It's hard on him, and it's tough for me to go through that with him. I really wish we came through for him.
Thank you, David. James, how tough was it to, have a game like this, rally like this again, and then ultimately?
Yeah, I was most excited I've ever been in my life for about a quarter second. And so, I see when we scored in the shootout, and then I saw that none of the guys were excited. I knew that what our fate was. So, yeah, it's honestly, it's a very odd feeling right now. And I think that's kind of the case. Anytime when your season comes to an end, this kind of felt like a game 7, and the whole day and the whole game, and obviously right now it feels like you lost it. And so, yeah, it's a tough feeling.
James, you might be one of the best examples of the resilience of this team, regardless of what's going on. Show up, give it your best, come what may. When you look at this team as a whole, what's your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, just so proud of the character and the resiliency of this group, and I think the growth. I think sometimes it comes down to asking yourself the question, what are we capable of? And I think we answered that in an extremely positive way this year, and we took a step forward. And I think, fans in the city, guys on the team, organization, everyone should be really excited because. We took a big step today. We showed that growth. We showed what we're capable of doing, and it's one of those things now where you keep building off that, and if this group continues to build like we did, it looks like it's going to be a bright future for this organization. So it sucks right now. The emotions are the worst that you can feel in sports. But when you look at the positives, this team has a bright future.
I say disappointing. I think for this team, the way that we battled, whether it was to come back in games or just find ourselves in this position, was just it was incredible. It was like nothing I've ever seen. There's no quit in this team. Really had a lot of fun playing with these guys and just playing for the team here in general. So it was obviously it was a really fun year, and it's very disappointing right now. But hopefully we can find some positives in just the way we played towards the end of the year, and the battle level of this group. It was just so impressive.
In the 50 games you were here, how much growth did you see in this team?
Yeah, a lot. I think when I first came, it seemed like we were kind of like more of like a run and gun team, and then as time went on towards the season, I think we really started playing more of a playoff game, and found ways to get wins from that. So there's so much potential in this room. They have a lot of core pieces that will help them for a long time. So obviously it's sad to see yeah, I mean, I've been around a while, so it's always tough when you're eliminated, but just you know, some of the guys that are in here that had so much hope for the season, and to see the disappointment of realizing where you're out, it's tough to see.
What was it like going out for that shootout? You knew by then.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know fully. I think some of the other guys knew, but you know, I mean, even at the end, it didn't seem like there was much of a reaction coming off the bench. So I figured there wasn't too much to celebrate, right?
Patrick, could you have asked much more of this team this last stretch? I mean, the comebacks game after game, just gutting it out with everything on the line.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many incredible pieces in here, like I said, and some guys that really carried us down the stretch. You know, Larkin, the Brinkett, Reimer was unbelievable. Sider, the way he plays. You know, even Simon taking a big step. Like, I'm sure I'm missing some guys, but there's just a lot of pieces that played so impressive down the stretch.
What's next for you? You're just going to think about your future. I mean, take some time off.
Yeah, definitely take some time off. I feel like I've, you know, been going pretty hard ever since the surgery, pretty much. So it would be nice to, you know, obviously have some time off, and you know, obviously you wish you're still playing. But as far as where I'm at, just you know, I think it would be exciting to you know, train like an athlete this summer instead of just rehabbing and worrying about my hip or whatever it is. So.
But you
yeah.
definitely have another season in you.
Oh yeah. I hope a lot more,
Yeah.
to be honest with you. And you know, as a player, you know, you always want to improve too. You always want to take the next step, and I feel like I'll be able to do that, you know, this summer with just certain things I want to work on with my body and even on the ice, things like that. So try to get a plan together. Obviously, not worry about it now, but at some point pretty soon.